Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm here once again with Brody for service dog training, and this is day 5. And in fact, we're about to transition over to some home-based training here very shortly. And so here in this video, I'm going to be actually using commands. I'm actually going to be starting to verbalize, based again on the fact that Brody is starting to respond the right way. I'm going to talk about the language of the method, influence and control by way of speaking the right language with those 2 core ingredients to change perception of dogs the right way. So once the focus starts to shift, once the perceptions of a dog start to change towards the owner, trainer, that's when you start to verbalize based again on the dog perceiving you differently, the right way. And so here, this is all about how things frame up. It's like going through a sequence. And so commands start to happen, okay, at a certain point in the process. And then once they're established, you're not doing, you're not asserting control and influence the same way at all. Okay, everything leads to off-leash control. So again, understanding that when I'm doing training, I'm jumping into the most challenging part of the relationship with dogs and owners when a relationship problem is already underway. So therefore, how I'm interacting is going to be different, based again on the fact that I'm approaching training for what is a intervention. So here, it's all about, again, the dog making sense as to what you're doing. There is going to be, the dog is going to look a little depressive, okay, at a certain point in that process, because it's very similar to a child not liking a parent, starting getting in their airspace differently based on the fact that they're selfish, and the parent is starting to advocate in terms of their parental role and starting to put certain demands and expectations on the child. So here you'll see that shifting. If you watch all the videos, you'll see that shifting where, in fact, it's very interesting, even in the crate with dogs, you'll see that forward, the dogs that are aggressive, you'll see that forwardness near the door where it's like very sketchy and unsafe, okay, for, say, the trainer. But if they're approaching, if they're connecting the way I show, you see the dog start to transition even in the crate and start to move into the back of the crate, based again on the fact that, control and influence are part of the equation. And then the dog will start to, over time or over a few days, start to shift more to the center and, more just normalized, okay? You'll see that in my videos. I show that as well. So here, I'm going to start to move here with Brody. I'm going to start to, again, use commands. So you'll hear me using the down command. Now, I'm going to be more assertive, so, verbalizing. So when I'm still in process, when the commands still are lining up, I may have to, if there's some hang time, okay, where, he's very slow to go into the down position, you'll see me still asserting control over him, okay, to line it up. Okay, so here, but you'll see me using commands now as I start to perform the one-step method. So I'm going to be adding some downs onto this. Again, same thing, be very assertive, bring him into the sit position, a little push-pull, start to move with him here. Push-pull. I'm going to use the command here in just a second. Down. Goes into the down. When he's down there, I'm still keeping a baseline because, again, he's prone. He's the way I want him to be. I don't want him to, his mind to pull in really hard where then he has trouble coming up, okay? So from here, again, sit. Legs are moving, again, starting to respond to commands the right way. So move here with him again here. Now here, I'll take a few steps here or there. It's not so much just a straight on or full on one step. It can be, depending on what's happening in the moment here. Even if he goes into a sit here on his own, still going to help to guide him in somewhat so he feels me the right way. So we'll repeat this here again. Down. Goes into the down. Perfect. Sit. Perfect, starting to respond. See, that's starting to respond, even from the down. So before, when he's into the down, you see his mind kind of really pull in and lock down, like, you know, when you give him the sit command, you know, you have to put a little bit more, you know, control, or be more intentional with influence to get him to engage. Here he's starting to, and that's the really biggest sign to look for is, you know, sometimes doing the down part of it seems almost easier for them to do it the right way, but when they're in that down, the mind will lock in. But when they start to rise up pretty good the right way, that's a really good sign, which he's doing. Same thing here, move here with Brody. Walking in, you see how I'm moving in with my leg on him a little bit, making a little bit of contact here to help to kind of move him back somewhat. Do this one more time. Down. Again, still keeping him, you know, his head up here a little bit. Sit. Perfect. Excellent. So that just shows you again, you know, you'll see it on my other board and train videos. At a certain point of the process, it's usually about day 12 into a 14-day board and train, where I'm starting to lean into commands. Okay, now here's the thing, you know, you see people, you know, using treats. They're starting to use commands in the middle of a relationship problem, like day 1, no good. Okay, I mean, the thing is, this is the problem. When dogs are moving around, it's about the motives that underpin those responses. It's about the perception of dogs, you know, changing the right way. So you could have dogs moving around looking great, and the relationship is not great. Okay, it's not improving. It's not great. It happens all the time. And then again, the proof is in the pudding. Again, when you take your dog back home and you're still dealing with a relationship problem that hasn't actually improved, and you're wondering what happened, what's going on. It felt really good. It looked really good. This happens all the time. Okay, so again, I know people look at my videos and they're saying, well, that's like really different. Dale's like forcing the dog, and you know, I get all these comments, but these are individuals that are really, you know, have really bought into this idea. But again, I help dog owners all the time. So again, you're looking for help, you have questions, contact me. You know, I show everything, I talk through everything. And so all to say, Brody is doing really good. And I would encourage you too, is go back and actually watch the videos. I go back to like day 1 and do a comparison from day 1 and just watch the level of agreeableness, look at everything line up. Here's a good example of commands lining up. So he's doing really well. Thanks for watching.